What's going on, Easy Family? Really quick before you start watching this video, I just want to announce that 2 new apparel items are going to be launched at Body Power. So May 16th, 17th, and 18th, I'm launching the navy blue performance shirts with the white logo, and also a white V-neck performance shirt with the black logo. Both of these new shirts are vintage style, meaning that the logo's actually dyed into the shirt. It's not just printed on. So as you wash them over time, it's going to get a nice faded kind of old school look. So I cannot wait to meet you guys. I'm so excited. I leave Wednesday. Today's Monday night. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video. Is it safe to begin a career in the fitness industry? This question kind of pushes my buttons, guys, because there's nothing in life that's safe. You know, even if you're working a 9-to-5 job or any kind of job, you never have security. There's no such thing as job security in life, and the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. I believe that as a business owner, you're going to have good weeks and bad weeks. You're going to have amazing months and you're going to have slower months, good years and bad years. But what keeps you going, and I'm going to get off topic here, but what keeps you going is that belief that, you know, if you have a passion, whether that be fitness or music, or you want to be the best, you know, doctor, or you want to be a lawyer, you have to separate yourself from the masses, meaning you have to put in those thousands and thousands of hours of work perfecting your craft, so you are the best trainer, you are the best artist, you are the best musician, you're the best band, you're the top doctor in Beverly Hills, because you have studied, you have gone through the process, you have gathered hours of actual hands-on work to become that elite level, whatever profession you want to be in. So I feel like, no, it's not safe to begin a career in fitness, but then again, it's not safe to go work for X person who can cut you whenever he wants. You know what I'm saying? So my number one tip would be to believe in what you're doing, put in the hours, put in the work, and be confident in what you're doing. Be smart about it also. You know, you can't just sit there and have a passion and then not be willing to put in the work to get where you want to go. So that is my opinion on, is it safe to begin a career in the fitness industry? All right, so I get asked this question a lot, and to answer it, I feel like it's really due to 2 reasons. Number one is that the reason I am, 6 foot tall, 165, is because I am at a relatively low body fat. I'm probably 7 to 8% body fat right now. You know, if I was at 10% body fat, like you guys have seen, 10 to 12%, like you guys have seen in some previous videos, I'm like 175, 180 pounds, which is quote unquote quote more normal, for my height. But when I shred down, get to that 7, 8%, I'm even gonna push it lower. I am pretty light, and I feel like that's due to my genetic makeup. Growing up as a teenager, I've always had very small wrists, very small ankles, size 28 to 29 inch waist, very ectomorphic, characteristics. And so I feel like that's really the reason why I am light. Those are the 2 reasons. So it's not an issue. It's not something to be concerned about. Focus on putting on muscle. Currently my goal is to put on, 5 to 6 pounds of muscle per year. So I'm hoping to be 170 pounds shredded within the next 2 to 3 years. Right now I'm looking at being about 160 pounds shredded. So yeah, that's my goal. So you ectomorphs out there is hope. Eat big and always train hard. What was I like as a teenager? So as a teenager, guys, like I said earlier in this question, I was very, very small, very skinny. I was, weird, awkward growing stages, probably like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, like 140 pounds, 135, 140 pounds, super skinny. I had long hair down to my shoulders. I was in a band, so I played guitar. I would play some gigs, probably, I'd say 1 show a month or so, 1 or 2 shows a month. Towards the end of our band career, quote unquote, we had a pretty good amount of crowd to our shows, so that was really fun. I was never big into like high school sports. I did train when I was in high school. I trained at a separate performance camp where I kind of fell in love with fitness, but as a teenager, my main focus was music. I taught guitar instructor, I was a guitar instructor for kids ages, 8 to 13, 14, and yeah, I wasn't too big into academics. I was obviously, I did pretty well in school, but I was never the guy to stay after class or after school and do, extracurricular activities and go to this meeting and this club and that club. I always kind of had my own little side projects going on. outside of school. So that was me as a teenager. Gym expansion. So people are asking me, where do you see the gym going? What are your plans for the gym? And currently my gym is 1,500 square feet. It's 900 square feet of warehouse space and 600 square feet of office space. So if you guys stay tuned for the next summer shredding episodes coming later on this week, you're gonna see that this week I actually purchased about 6 new pieces of equipment for the gym. So it's getting pretty packed in there. There's not much more room to add anything. And I'm already looking at new spaces for the next move, which is going to be in December or January. My lease ends end of mid-December, I believe. If not January, I gotta look at it, but it's definitely December. But I'm looking at a 3,000 to 5,000 square foot facility for the next place, so I can hold more memberships, get more trainers, and they're training the clients. And yeah, so that is the next move. I want to expand here in Houston, and then maybe a few years down the road, you know, expand to different cities and everything. So that is my current goal.
Just trying to make an imprint on the game.